Instructors. Hello, instructors. I just want to explain how to add a new evaluation or a new assessment. So, an assessment can be of two types. One is an assignment which runs for a few days, and you allow the students to go inside the assignment multiple times and add or edit the response. And the other one is a quiz or an exam, which could be for a 2 hour duration or a 3 hour duration, or it could be longer as well. But it has a set of questions, and the students are have a limited time to answer those questions. So let me show you how to add these two kinds of assessments. So what I have in front of me is the batch screen, and this is the grade book. Right now, the grade book is empty, and you know that you can always switch between the attendance and the grade book using these two buttons. So I'm going to click on the grade book again. So if there are multiple assessments that you want to add, then you can click on the evaluate menu, and you can go to the assessment manager. And in the assessment manager on top, you have add multiple assessments. Now here you get an Excel type data, which is very easy to fill. So for example, assignment one, weightage is 20%, and it's out of 50 marks. No need to give minimum marks. Our system automatically calculates that. And the assessment date is very important. So there should be something in the date. You can change it later as well. However, there should be something there. Then auto assign. So if it is an online assessment, so you say yes, and also auto assign yes. That means that it's an online assessment, and any student who's part of this particular batch will be automatically assigned this particular assessment. The second type of assessment is, let's say, midterm exam, and it'll- let's say there's 30 a weightage and 100 out of 100 marks. Again, I'm going to give um, to 2022, or maybe October 7th. Okay, and so that's the date. And again, it is yes, auto assign, and yes for online assessment. And that's it. Run copy paste importer to start creating these. So when you click on this, it goes in the background and it creates these assessments for you. So you see, two assessments have been created, their deadlines have been set, and you can always change the date and time here. For example, you can say, okay, on October 2nd, it's going to start at 9 a.m. and it will finish at 4 p.m. on the same day, or you could increase the date. So let's say it starts on 2nd, but it goes on till the end of the week and at 4 p.m. So this is how you are going to set this as an assessment, and this is an exam. So same you can do for this as well. Now once you close this dialog box, it will create two columns here, as you can see, one for assignment one and the other for midterm. And you can always click here and see the settings that it has created for you to make sure that auto assign is on. And if you want to change the weightage or marks, you can change that. And so it has given columns here. In case this is not an online assessment, then you can always click here and give manual marks. So the process of giving manual marks is very easy. You just click on the first student and just type the marks. So let's say 45, and then you press enter. So when you press enter, it automatically goes to the next student. So you say 45 again, and again enter 50, again enter 35, for example. So like this, you can just keep pressing enter and keep entering the marks manually. In case you don't want to give manual marks, then just leave it like that. and I'm just going to quickly put 0 for each. Okay, so now let's set up this assignment. So how to set up this assignment? It's very easy. Just click on view assessment test here. So when I click on view, it will take me inside the assignment section, and it will show me that, okay, there's on the left, there's a question section. I can always either type a question, right? For example, create a PowerPoint presentation explaining the impact of COVID on small businesses in your city. Okay, so basically you've given instructions to the student, and the right section belongs to the student, so you can decide whether or not to give this kind of a format, or we will talk about the quiz format later. So that's it. Your job is done as an instructor. You have created this assignment. If your assignment is on a PDF, you can always upload a PDF. If it is on Word, then you can copy the content and paste it here. It will try to format it exactly the way it is showing in Word. That's it. So I go to Actions and I go to Back to Class, and the assignment one is set. Now, for the midterm, there are various ways in setting a quiz. So, our EMS offers one of the easiest ways to create a quiz without having to create individual questions and options. So, this is, I think, the first time that you will be seeing such a feature. So, I'm going to explain this step by step. So, first of all, I'm going to create the midterm. So, I will click on this view assessment. So it will show me the same kind of screen that it showed before. And now here I will go to actions, and I will say that it's a single quiz test. Okay, so it will change this and it will give me this add quiz option here. So when I click on add quiz, it gives me a lot of options, like if I have predefined quizzes that I've used before, so I can use that either from the course or from global. Or this is the new thing that I'm talking about, the new answer sheet system. So if I click on create here and click on OK, so it will take me to a screen which will have the option to add questions here, or upload the question paper on the left and give the answer system on the right. So for example, I click on upload question file, and I upload a question file here, for example, this one. So I'm uploading the question paper on the left hand side. So now the most important thing is that I don't actually have to create these questions in our EMS. I just need to create the answer sheet. So this is the magical part, that you don't need to create the question paper question by question or option by option. So for example, the first section contains true and false, and it's out of 20 marks. So I will just copy that and paste it here. Okay, and I will say, okay, each question has 2 points, and there are 10 questions, and it is true and false. And that's it. Create. So it has created a section which is true and false. I have the answer key on the other screen. So I will just mark the correct answers here. That is in the answer key. So all I did was just created the answer structure and specified the correct answer so that it can be marked automatically. And that's it. So your first section is created. Now let's go to the next section. So I will just click on add new topic. I will close this and I'll click on add new topic. And the next section, so we have multiple choice questions, which are like there's a question and then there are four options. So in total, there are 10 questions. 2 marks each, just like the earlier section. So I will just copy this again, or I could use a more specific title. It all depends on that. So I will say, okay, these are MCQs. Again, 2 points per question, 10 questions, and it's starting from one again, so that's good. And here I need to select ABC, so that means alphabetical, because these question options are alphabetically arranged. And there are four options. So four options means A, B, C, and D. If you have questions which have more than four options, like A, B, C, D, E, or up to any level, you can always increase the number here. Now the answer type is, how do you want to show it? Do you want to show it like a drop down like this one, or radio list? If you select radio list, it'll be A, then on the next line B, on the next line C. But if you select inline radio list, which is the most commonly used, that means it'll be A, then on the right B, then on the right C, then on the right D, and so on. So I will click on create, and the second section is also done. And the last section is section 3, which are short answer questions. So I can create one more topic here, add new topic, and it is short answer questions. So I will just copy this and paste it here. So this question has just one, it's a one single question with 5 marks. So I will just say, okay, points per question is 5 and number of questions 1, and it is a short answer question. So what I'm doing is I'm creating an answer system which will allow short answer questions as well. And I can click on create. So now in the short answer questions, there's one more setting that you need, whether you want to allow the student the ability to give multiple paragraphs or not, or have the full editor. So I will say yes, I want to allow them to give a longer answer. So although it says short answers, but if you allow the editor, it can have unlimited number of words. And so that is all you need. So the answer sheet is done. Now if I see the preview here, I can click on the preview, and you see this is how the students will see. So they'll see a list of questions here. You can always close this. So true and false. So true and false can be marked from here. So I can always, if I'm a student, I would just need to do this, that I will just mark whatever is true, whatever is my response. And once this is done, then this is the inline radio button. So I will read the question here if I'm a student, and I will answer these questions according to whatever my response is. And the final part is the short answer question. So I can click here. So it will, as you can see, it will show the editor. So in this editor, I can do formatting, bold, italics, or any kind of, if there's a exponent required and all these things. So it has all the things that you need. For example, if you're working on MS Word, you can insert an image or anything, even a video right here, and the student would just type the answer. If the student needs more space, if it is too cramping, like they're not getting enough space, then they can click on the full screen button here. So if they click on the full screen button, they will get more space to write their answer and even insert an image if they are required to do so. And once they're done, they can always click on full screen and go back and finally submit the quiz. So this is one way of creating a quiz very quickly, and you can even print this quiz for a paper-based answer sheet system. I hope you like this video. Just give us a feedback and subscribe to our channel so that we can keep making more videos for you to understand how easy it is to manage everything on our EMS. Thank you so much and have a good day.